Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Tune in on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Come join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Oh, you call me Miss Peachy? That's what everybody else call me anyway. So you gonna call me Miss Peachy. What's goody, y'all? What's goody? What's goody in your city, baby? Because everything is good over here on my block. My block. I'ma need y'all to stay away. Cause we good over here, okay? We is good. But again, y'all, everybody that's out there watching for the very first time, I must say, welcome, baby. Welcome to Peachy Tea Time, baby. We have a show for y'all tonight, okay? For all my viewers that have been watching and rocking with me for a long, 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 long time, we got a family tonight. Now, the whole month of August, we did not have no families at all because of the event that I had on August the 31st, which was a success, may I add. And thank you to everybody that came out for that event. I must say that. Also, the reason why that was the reason why we didn't have any guests. I had to really, really focus, to make sure that this event be the best that it could be. And baby, it did just that. Okay. So right now, I am gonna bring up my co-host Jason. And of course, our council lady. Okay. We're gonna bring them both up right now. Here we go. Here they is. There they go. Yeah, good. Salute, 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 salute. What's good, y'all? How y'all
Yeah.
doing?
What up, dog? We good. I'm good. I'm good.
This wonderful Wednesday.
I was about to say we good as I'm speaking for Charlotte. Like, hey, we good.
We good.
Y'all
We
good?
good. We popping collars. Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Well, thank y'all all for coming, joining us. Again, this is Jason. This is Charlotte. Charlotte is our council lady. Baby, she comes through. Do you hear me? She comes through. She helped these families out. And baby, we just love her so, so much. But right now,
Absolutely.
I got to turn it over to my boy Jason
Yeah.
because he going to go ahead and do the rundown. And then after Jason, I got to come and chime in and do something real, real quick. So go ahead,
Yeah.
Jason.
Hey man, what's good with you guys? I hope you all are doing well, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here tonight. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us at Peachy Tea Tyme. Please, while you're here, let's do some housekeeping. Let's make sure that you guys hit that bell notification so when we do go live, you don't miss not one of these shows, whether it's on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and we pop up randomly throughout of the week as well. Now, one thing I do need y'all to do just to show some engagement here is to hit that thumbs up button and also hit that like button. So if you're over on Facebook, any one of the Facebooks, go ahead and hit the thumbs up or hit the love. Yep, switch it up a bit. Let's hit the love reaction there. And then if you're over on Twitch or YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Just to let us know that you're rocking with us. Now, here's what's awesome. You're able to watch us on several different platforms. Not only are we on 3 different Facebook pages, we're also over on Twitch. We're also on Instagram, and we are also over on Roku TV. So if you have a Roku TV enabled device and or television, you'll be able to watch us there as well. All you got to do is type in Peachy Tea Tyme, and that's time spelled with the Y. That's Tyme. Now, here's the thing. Just like how you search for Netflix, Paramount, Hulu, you're going to search for Peachy Tea Tyme the exact same way. What's so stellar is you can go watch backlog shows that we've had previous, and I'm talking all the way back to 3-4 years ago. You'll be able to watch. Now, you can also do that on YouTube, and you can look up specific shows if you choose to. But now, if you want to catch up and see what we have been doing, what things look like, please head on over to the Roku app and then download us and then give us a watch. You hear? Now, one thing is that I know that a few people watch on Roku TV, so it'd be awesome if you guys let us know if you're watching on Roku TV or if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook. Let us know in the chat. We got Tiffany in the building. Tiffany says, hey, Miss Peachy, Miss Charlotte, and Mr. Jason. Hey, how you doing there, Miss Tiffany? Welcome in, welcome in. If there's anybody else in here watching, please just go ahead and drop a comment, and we'll bring you up on to the panel and let you, at least give you a shout out back, Miss Peachy look like she's having a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're going to wait till she gets back here. One thing I will talk about, though, is the event that we had this past week. Well, not 2 weeks ago now. And what a stellar event. What a stellar event. I want to say big shout out to
Peachy herself.
Peachy herself,
yeah.
together. Yeah.
She did. She put that down, didn't she?
And then also I want to say big shout out to Lay and a few others that were a part of the creation and the cultivation of this event. I love that the fact that we're going to be moving from state to state with it. We have a few other states in mind that we will be, attending to. But what was amazing is that the families showed up, right? So the ones that we called on, that got that special invite, they showed up. And not only did they show up, they showed out, right? They came in matching T-shirts. They came in deep, right? Most of them had five to 10 people, man. The food was good. The ambiance, the energy was good. The pastors that showed up and prayed over the ceremony and also just over the families were exquisite. We also had a couple performances. Well, one performance to be exact. And shout out to the performance that happened that night as well. The only thing that I was a little shocked by is how hot it was.
Oh, welcome to Georgia. Welcome to summertime August in Georgia. Yeah.
End of August, it was hot. Everybody was hot. Everybody was like, nah, we don't want to be outside. I'm good.
But the displays were nice. Everything. It was just really, it was a nice setup. And, just she had a vision and brought it to life. So that was a great, great, great thing to do. Mm-hmm. Blessings to her and the families that enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Oh, and also I want to say big shout out to my bestie, Rashia Parker was there, and she did her thing when it came to the counseling and just being able to be another resource for these families and allowing them to, unload if they needed to or wanted to. So it was a beautiful space for that. Her and her space was wide open, and some people actually took advantage of it, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, I bought her book, and I can say it has been wonderful. So, yeah, that was a good
Oh,
purchase.
that was a real good purchase, eh?
Yes. Getting in some of these thoughts and ideas and all of this, on paper.
Real journaling happening. Yeah, I get
Yes.
it. Now, Peachy is having some technical difficulties, so she will be up here pretty soon. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just talk amongst ourselves until we get going, because she did have a big announcement to make. So we want to make
Okay.
sure that we save space for that announcement, and then we also got everything settled with our guest as well. Now let's talk about this. The world is going crazy right now. The world is going berserk.
Say that again. I mean, it is. I don't know what's going on. I'm
I
just
don't
so
know what.
lost.
I'm lost with it too as
I'm scared.
well.
That's what I am.
I think so too. I agree with you. I'm
It's
terrified.
a
I'm not even gonna hide.
big
I'm
sense of
terrified.
anxiety.
hmm
Yes.
hmm Now, Charlotte, you've been back in school for almost 2 months now.
Uh huh.
How's the transitioning from summertime to back to kids being back and everything of that nature?
So my school's quite different, so that's not a bad thing for us. I do know that we have a Hispanic population as well, so it's been a little tense. It's a lot of
Mm,
high anxiety and different things just from our kids and family members, and just and especially we don't provide necessarily transportation, so our kids are on the bus or different things, and so that poses a different threat to them. So I can only imagine
that's
having to
scary.
ride under those pretenses, never
Yeah.
knowing what's going to pop off at any point in time. And so I just say this world is forever changing, but
Mm.
it's just a scary, scary time that we live in. I don't know where it's headed. I think that's
Uh,
more to where the anxiety comes from, because it
exactly.
looks bad
It
right
looks real
now.
bad. And while we have a moment, I know some people might not agree with it or might not, but at the end of the day, humans are humans. And I do want to give my condolences to the Kirk family. Charlie
Yes,
Kirk did succumb
yes,
to his injuries today.
yes.
Unfortunate circumstances where he was
Yeah.
at University of Utah, I think it was.
Utah.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
University of Utah, giving a speech, and I guess someone did what they had to do, and not had to, did what they did, and again he succumbed to his injuries.
His injuries. Yeah. And I was my own thoughts on that. Forget political,
Mm,
forget all the other stuff. He was someone's father, he was someone's son, he was someone, I think, believe he's married, so he's someone's husband.
hmm
That's still a loss. It's a loss of life.
exactly.
And
Who
so
y'all
yeah.
talking about?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh.
He's a
Shit, shit. Do it again. Do that face one more time.
Oh.
Shit, that who so
Am I
he's
supposed to say who?
no, I mean, if you
will,
know who,
will
if you
will everyone talk about me if I say who?
Oh
no,
no.
no, no,
Oh,
not at all. You
Okay.
you would have to be really into politics and conservative
Oh
right
no,
wing talk.
I'm not into those
Yeah.
things, so
But no,
I don't know who you're talking
but
about.
he is pretty big for that, because he's really into debate, and he is allowing a lot of people to talk their end, and he talks his end from a very virtuous standpoint. So he's
he
huge
was
in the
a big
political space.
yeah, he was a big reason that all of the college kids in that age group got out and voted Republican this last time. He was a big movement
hmm
in making sure that they came together and voted Republican and got who we got back in
Oh,
office.
yeah,
okay, okay, I understand now.
Well, he was.
All
Let's say
right,
that.
was right there. You go. We no longer
all
is.
right. Well, moving right along. Unfortunately, the young lady is not responding back to me, Loria, because I know she gonna see it. But Loria wanted me. She's one of our favorites over here at
Yes,
Peachy
she
Tea
is. Boots
Tyme.
on the ground.
Loria Perez. Jason knows exactly who she is. Charlotte, I don't know if you met Loria or not. I believe you haven't. No, you haven't met her yet. She's from Indiana, and over in Indiana, there has been a pregnant young lady that was murdered by her boyfriend. and the baby made it. It kind of reminded me, Jason, of Sweet Baby Girl. You remember Sweet Baby Girl? It was like one of those situations. But the baby is still here, thank God. And they had a GoFundMe going on. And I just thought that it would be great to show it tonight for you guys that would like to donate, because we are actually talking about a domestic violence situation tonight. So, but she did have not sent it to me just yet. Hold on, you guys. One more second. Jason, I gotta log back off. Hold on one
Oh,
second.
it's okay.
Thank you. You can play a commercial if you want to.
We get that.
Okay.
Now Monet said, let's talk about those 3 students that were pune at high school and are in critical condition.
Oh, I didn't know it was critical. I knew that they had been injured. I didn't realize it was critical condition today. Yeah. Just our world is upside down. I think what is it on on
Oh,
Netflix?
Stranger
What's the
Things.
yes,
Yeah, we in the
we living
upside
in
down.
the upside down.
Yeah, we are
Yes.
definitely living in the upside
This
down.
is but I was telling a girlfriend of mine, and it's not so much that my fear is for us right now as much as it is for like my grandchild, and
There you go.
because the policies and things and the way things are going now are the things that are really going to affect them. So we
Mhm.
just have to be very, very mindful and keep our eyes, where we headed, because it don't look good.
And look, tally up your resources, ladies and gentlemen. If you are out there and you're trying to figure out what's next or what to do, tally up your resources. And when I say tally up, that means gather them, get them together, know where they at, know how to use them. Whether it's whatever it may be, get your resources put together. All right,
Yeah.
because when things start to really take off and it look weird out here, we need to make sure that you guys got your resources and whatever that may look like. I just real just kind of randomly I just bumped into a guy that I know that's building bunkers. So
Mm,
I'm like,
okay.
I'm
We back
interested in
there.
this. There we go.
Okay. We're back there again. But
I'm interested in this one. All right.
the way things are going, you just never know. I hope that we don't get to that point, but this climate that we're living in, and anything is possible.
All right, guys. We appreciate you. Again, we're running through a tad bit of difficulty or technical difficulty. We will be back. Stick around. We're gonna run through this this commercial, and we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all so much for joining tonight. It's your girl Demisses with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can go ahead and just call me Miss Peachy. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Okay, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for watching the show, rocking it out with me. Okay, now whether I'm here with Jason and Charlotte, or I'm here with my baby Poolie. Okay, hey baby Poolie. But anyway, we also have some special guests too. So make sure y'all tune in. We have families that come on each and every Wednesday, and they be here to tell their loved ones story, baby, raw and uncut, whichever way you want to call it. Okay? So make sure y'all tune in. Mondays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesdays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Fridays, baby, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I love y'all so much. Thank you, and continue to rock with Peachy Tea Tyme on all platforms. What platforms? Roku TV Live, also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and of course Instagram, all live. I love y'all. Let's get back to the show, baby. Bye.
Alright, so Slim, you still got the wings. Alright. Sonya Blaine, what up, though? Kenny Misfit, what up, though? Two eye, man. Two eye, man. What? Two eye, man. What?
I'm in the clouds when I'm with you. Girl, what's your name? I hope this don't offend you. Tastes like cocaine. I didn't think I'd get so. I get so high. Now Now I'm feeling for you, baby. Where's the lie?
Baby, long roses are white and powder blue. This feels like love, like love.
Ribbons in the sky, they fall on you. This feels like love, like love.
On it, boy, I send you out of reach when I ride on it. What you lacing in my weed? Put my life on my life. Well, you know just what to do. Baby, I can't wait to get to you.
Bella, it's a vibe in the function. Is that tribe or something? Where this shit was by dead, girl. Till I end up coming out rap like I signed a dungeon. Yeah, like Big Boy Dre now. Try to kinda look like Bay now. I'ma shoot my shot like Jay now. Shit, I shoot like right now. Home team girl like straight now. On God, let the Lord to make a way now. If you scared, go to church like gay now. But ain't scared, I'm with a DJ now. She said I pass on my heart, we can blade now. But I like them blocks, okay now. Shit, I shade them. I said, girl, your love is so guitar. Now let me play on that. I play your favorite song, God Clash, let me stay on that. I knew it was a smash when I featured Sonya Blade on it. 4 years later, caught her up and hit replay on that. Girl, I had you spending all your funds. Hit you with this rock and you think that I'm cheating Peter Gunn. Say some shit like, nigga, did you smoke crack before you came over? You remind
Sorry, you guys. We are having a lot of technical difficulties at this time. I'm over here sweating and everything. I'm so sorry. Y'all, what we're going to have to do, we're going to, we have options. We do have options. So I'm going to play another video while we try to see if we can fix this. Okay. So this is Eric Ken, single fan. I see y'all was in here. A lot of people is coming in, coming out. Y'all, we are trying our best to get this fixed. Okay. So here go another video. Hold on.
The saying goes, if it stays, let it stay for a little while. But if it goes, let it go, even if you long for it. But if it leaves, and it leaves an open wound that consumes you, and a smile that you put on, that's a mile long, won't even mask it up. Sinking sand, I fell in sinking sand, sinking in, never to see again. When the blind leads the blind, the best view is from behind. Hindsight 2020, would you still power forward with a look like Dirk, singing shit from the outside? Would you round third, head to my crib in the nighttime? If the head right, probability is high, I'll be there every night. Well, at least a couple times. You can't say that we didn't try. You can't say that we didn't try. The saying goes, if it stays, let it stay for a little while. But if it goes, let it go, even if you long for it. What if it leaves, and it leaves an open wound that consumes you, and a smile that you put on, that's a mile long, won't even mask it up. Sinking sand, I fell in sinking sand, sinking in, never to see again. When the blind leads the blind, the best view is from behind. Hindsight 2020, would you still power forward with a look like Dirk, seeing shit from the outside? Would you round third, head to my crib in the nighttime? If the head right, probability is high, I'll be there every night. Well, at least a couple times. You can't say that we didn't try. You can't say that we didn't try. Yeah.
I tell you, the devil be trying it. He be trying it, but he never succeeds when it come to Peachy Tea Time. I promise you that, baby. We is back, baby. We is back. We is back. We is back. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna pull up everybody. We're gonna pull up Charlotte. Hey, boo, you can hear me good? All right, she can hear me good. Jason, he had to come back for a second. He gonna come right back. He gonna come right back, and we'll pull him up. But now, who y'all all have been waiting for? Okay, y'all all have been waiting for. I'm so thankful that this family is here. It is Miss Cassandra. Miss Cassandra. And we also have her sister, her auntie, I'm sorry, her auntie Felicia is in the building, baby. And again, this is a domestic violence story. So there are some trigger warnings during this show, just as well. If this is something that you just cannot handle, now will be the time to exit. Okay. Now will be the time to exit. You can come back and watch it at your own leisure. All right. Now let's go ahead and give our guests that doorbell, baby. Here they is. Here they come. Hey. Y'all are here. Y'all are here. Auntie Felicia, we can't see you, girl. The camera, you just have to pull it down some. Let's see. Or pull it up some. I'm sorry, pull it up some. Yeah, you need to bring it up some more. Because we can't see your face. We see that beautiful smile.
The volume must all the way up.
No, not the volume. Just we need you to. We can't see your face. We can't see your face. Can you hear me? Let me take this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the devil be trying it. He be trying it.
Can you tilt the camera up a little bit more so we can see you all?
Yeah, just tilt the camera up so we can see y'all.
There you go. A little better.
Okay,
Yes.
there it go. There it go. Can y'all hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Felicia?
You can't hear us.
She's
They
asking
can't
if you
hear
can
us.
hear us.
She said they can't hear us. Oh wow, y'all. We've been trying and trying and trying to get this going. And the devil just he don't want us to be great tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna kick y'all back out again, and I need y'all to come back up. Okay?
To call them and let them know.
I
Can
need
you hear us?
Can you hear me?
No, we
Can
can't.
you hear me?
Nope.
No.
Mhm.
All right, y'all.
One
Whew.
more try. That's all right. That's all right.
Yes, yes. It's
Delayed, but
been
not denied. Delayed, but not denied.
delayed but not denied. Exactly. Exactly, Charlotte. I
Yes.
like that. I really do. So let me call her back and see, what other options that we could do. Let's see. How'd I get up there? Her voicemail came on. Yeah, I
There
apologize.
they are. There
There
they
they
are.
go.
Yeah. Can you hear
Can you
us?
hear us?
Ooh.
Can you hear us? She still can't
Yes,
hear us.
please. There, every
Yeah, it's not me.
I don't think I think she's talking on the phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to call me. Let me see.
Can you hear us?
Her phone keep going to
Can
voicemail. Let me call Felicia. Yeah, y'all know we laugh. What
you
happens when we laugh? You have
like
all type of stuff that may happen to go on,
know how
but
your
you just
children
never
are
know.
when you get out in public, they like to show out and stuff, you
That's
know?
what it is. That's exactly what it be.
Technology
Mm.
don't show
I'm
out till
finna
you
her
need
phone.
it.
I'm finna call her phone. They might be using that device.
We hear them very clearly. Clear. Hey, hey, y'all. So you might have to just repeat the question or whatever's asked into the phone.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Charlotte?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I will
You want me to say something?
yeah, can y'all hear Charlotte now? Okay. All right. So that's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna take this off,
It's a little
and
feed.
I'm gonna turn my volume down. Okay. Charlotte, say something again.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, y'all might have to turn y'all volume down because it's echoing. Is it playing on two different devices?
So one of them needs to be off.
Okay, the one
One of
that
the
you're
volumes.
looking at me on, that's the one you need to turn the volume completely down. The one that you're looking at me on. Okay,
That's better.
that's better. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, so y'all can let me make sure because we're gonna make this happen. You best believe it. All right, there. Now, Charlotte, say something one more time.
It's me. It's me. Can you
Can
hear
y'all
me?
hear? Okay, I'm finna turn my volume up on my phone, on my computer. Everybody that's listening, I definitely apologize.
Rose. Oh, we're gonna get this together.
You
There
said I'm
you.
sorry?
Yeah, you froze on. Well, you froze. Your voice went away, but then there you are.
Okay. Y'all phones is too loud. You're gonna have to turn the volume down. I know y'all listening to us, but maybe it'll
Yes.
start back.
It's both of them are down.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Now I don't hear no echoing right now. So okay, we should be good now. We should be good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, but let's go ahead. Let's get this show started right now. Miss Cassandra, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. The devil always gonna try his best to come through, but we gonna go ahead and start this show, and we gonna step on them. That's what we gonna do. We gonna step on them tonight.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning, okay? This incident occurred back in the 90s, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Back in the 90s. So, Cassandra, take us back to tell us about your parents. Let's talk. Let's start with your parents. You growing
Okay.
up, all of that.
I had some wonderful parents. My parents are was Brenda and Clarence, and I grew up. My parents separated. My mom married Gregory Williams, which we call Mickey, and had a nice childhood. We came from Saginaw, moved to Detroit, and went to middle school at Pulaski and Dominican, and I ended up going to Osborne High School. So um, I grew up at home by myself, but I had brothers Gregory, Demondre Williams, my sister Jackie, who stayed in Florida, and Greg and Mondre stayed in Saginaw. So it was wonderful. Uh,
So you originally are from Saginaw?
Yes, we're originally from Saginaw.
And then you migrated to Detroit.
Correct.
Okay, okay. Did you graduate from Detroit High School?
Yes, I graduated in 1993. Yes.
Okay, you graduated in 1993. And what made you come back to Saginaw?
We came back to Saginaw 1995.
Okay, okay. And why did you come back? You came back with your family, with your parents?
Yes, my mom job, they transferred back, so we moved back with our family. And I
Okay,
was expecting my baby, my first child at that time.
okay, okay. Now, the gentleman that made this whole tragedy happen, was that your child's father?
No,
No, it wasn't. Okay. So at this time when you came back, you was pregnant. So that means you was with your child's father at the time, right?
correct.
Okay. So things went on and apparently y'all broke up.
Correct. I had Desiree, my oldest, in
Okay.
95, and I was expecting Bree in 96. And basically I went to my parents' house for Mother's Day. I was pregnant with Bree, and I was introduced to him um by a family member, and he wanted me to talk to him, said this is a good friend. I'm like, no, I'm expecting a baby. And he said, no, it's nothing like that. He's cool. And he befriended me and just started off being nice, sending me roses, and too good to be true. I had my baby the next week. Um, from there, I started hearing people say, be careful of him. Um, he's an informant for the police, and he's stalking different girls and whatnot. And when I was trying to figure out what was an informant, I would question him about it. And he said he didn't want to talk about it. I heard he locked up family members and lots of people. Some big snow job in 91. Um,
Now when you started
yeah.
hearing these things about him, was y'all actual a couple at this time or y'all was just
No,
talking?
no, just talking. Just talking.
Okay, you was just talking. Okay, so when did it become serious?
Um, well, basically, I was seeing him, and he started putting his hands on me. Um, I made a police report. Um, I went back to him. I'm trying to see the first situation. I was working at a job, and he pulled up and snatched me out the car. The first incident, I made a report.
So
Um,
so from the time that you met him, then from the time that he started putting his hands on you, y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend, correct?
oh, something like that. I want to say yes because I wasn't dating their father, so yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
how long was that time span from the time you first met him till he first put his hands on you? Do you recall?
I met him in May, probably 3 months.
Wow. 3 months. And at this time your baby was born. Desiree was born at this.
Desiree and Briandra was born at this time.
Okay. Now was Briandra his child?
Nope,
Okay, so you didn't have no kids by him.
nope.
Okay. Okay. That I wanted to make sure we made that clear just as well. Because we got a lot of people out here watching, Cassandra.
Okay,
There's a whole bunch of watching. They want to
okay.
know what's going on. A lot of people from Saginaw knew this story. A lot
Yeah,
of people from Saginaw knew about this.
yeah.
So let's go ahead. Let's get back into it. Um, So he hit you the first time, and you decided to go back to him, correct?
Yeah, I made a police report and they never arrested him.
Okay.
And from there, he kind of started following me and always popping up, showing up wherever I was at. Um, there was an incident where I had a house and uh-oh. Can you hear me? Did she say that?
Oh,
Okay.
shoot. No, that was my fault. Charlotte, I hung up the phone.
On them? Oh,
Oh my God, we was using the phone. I'm sorry. I said, no,
all
wait,
that
what was my
technology.
phone on? And I hung up the phone. I'm sorry, Cassandra.
Oh, you hung it. Okay, we trying to get
Yes,
your voice
that
back,
was my
girl.
fault.
Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead.
Um. Well, the first time I got pulled over by police and they arrested him, and I thought that the police was just being racist and like why you were arresting him, what's going on. So at this point, I went to the jail and I bailed him out. And I started hearing people talk about they were trying to set you up. He used a lot of females and people. Like I guess he had former girlfriends. I guess he would hide dope in them because I guess he was an informant for the police. And at the time, people didn't mess with him anymore. So he would get people, females that didn't know anything about him, or get family members. Like I had a nephew and tell him to sell something for him and just do little petty jobs to set him up because I guess all of the big dope dealers and people knew about him. So he would do anything I just to get money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you believe when these people was telling you that he was an informant?
Yeah, I didn't know what an informant was.
Oh, okay.
He just told me that I heard you lock your brother up. He said I was locked up in a situation. They left me there, and that's the end of that story. So,
Okay. And we can't assume that everybody that's watching Peachy Tea Time knows what an informant is. So for those that don't know, Jason, you tell everybody what's an informant.
Whoa.
Put me on spot.
Hold on.
Why
Wait
would
a
I
sec.
know?
You
Time to
How
watch
would I
those.
know? Right, hold on.
we can hear you a little low.
Again, and I'm gonna say this: I am not anything of any legal representation at all. I don't know, but I've watched a lot of movies, and
You used to work security, so that's why
that ain't
you
got
these questions.
that's completely different. That's completely different. But I will say this: per the movies that I've watched, an informant is a nefarious person that works with the police department or agency of any sorts to give them information from the block, from the city, from whoever that is nefarious. You feel me? So they help
You heard
out
that SAT word, nefarious, baby.
right? They helping out. They're helping out. They're helping the law in various different ways to not have any gain towards them, but only towards the law itself.
Yes. Now, in other words, in our term, a snitch.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
big snitch. Yeah.
But yeah, it is a person that works for the police officer, y'all. That's basically what it is. They work for the police officer to try to get criminals taken down because the police don't want to do their job. So they get us and tell us, hey, if you go do this and tell us this, then we'll lighten up your sentence. Guess what? They might be lying. They just might be lying to y'all. So I just want to make sure we put that out there. Now, over here at Peachy Tea Time, we don't even like to use the word snitch because we want y'all to tell. We want y'all to tell everybody that's out here doing wrong. Please tell, because maybe it'll help us to where the streets can be a whole lot cleaner and better, and we can walk these streets the way we supposed to. So I just want to make that disclosure. Okay, Cassandra, back to you, girl. Well, I just had to clear that up. I had to clear it up. So He was an informant. You didn't know what an informant was at the time. How old were you at this time?
Um, was I 21?
21.
Yeah, 21 because yeah, it happened right before I was 22. So 21 on 21.
Okay. 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 So fill us in from there. What happened after that?
Okay. And basically, I met him at my parents' home. I went over to give my mom something for Mother's Day, and he was over there with my father's nephew, and that's how I met him in the house. So it wasn't on the street. I was, like I said, had a big belly and giving my mom her gift, so I met him at the house. So,
Okay. Okay.
Miss Cassandra, you mentioned though that he had your nephew, I believe you said, to steal something. Was that during the first couple of months as
well,
well?
I had a cousin who passed away, was killed due to gun violence as well, Lonnie, and he was telling me, "Hey, your boyfriend gave me some weed." And I said, "What's that?" He said, $100. Um, but I said, "What'd he do that for?" He said to sell it and give it back to him. I said, "What you do with it?" He said he smoked it. And I'm like, "What?" So I started looking around like buildings. Someone said it was like police and stuff watching on top of buildings and stuff. And and I asked him, "Why would you do something like that?" He denied it. So
Mm, okay. Okay. Now, when did you start realizing, okay, this is serious? He's putting his hands on me.
mhm.
I may have to leave him. Or was you one of the people that felt like, okay, this is love? Because we gotta
Oh,
keep it 100. Some people they
mhm.
do feel like it's love when they get beat on.
Nope. Um, no, I never felt like it was love because it still was kind of like a friendship, and a person kind of just claim you like you
Hmm.
theirs, and you kind of belong to him. He was very possessive, popping up where I was at. Um, I remember he came into my grandmother's home. I was asleep. I woke up and he was at the foot of the couch, and I looked, and I kind of did a triple take. Like, what is he doing there? And he said, "If you ever leave me, I'm gonna kill you." And
Mm.
I scrunched my eyes and looked at him. And he turned his head and he walked out the house.
And this was after he done put your hands on you and everything.
Was that right? That might have been right before.
Right before he got started putting his hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. So when a
Did
person
you take
tell
him
you that,
serious?
they mean it. You can't entertain that type of behavior. So.
That was my question. Did you take him serious? Did you really believe that he meant that?
I just thought it was weird. I never heard nothing like that. But if something wasn't right in my spirit, like I need to leave him alone. Something's wrong with him.
Exactly. Now I want to go over this article that I found.
Okay.
Okay. Here it is right here. And then when we go over this article, we're gonna start by you telling us what occurred. Okay.
Okay.
I'll read it out loud. Because when you tell this story, Cassandra, you are about to blow people's minds.
Okay.
Okay? Because a lot of people don't know everything. People from Saginaw know, but we have people that watch Peachy Tea Tyme from all over. So I'm going to read the article. A mother and her 21-year-old daughter are clinging to life after the daughter's ex-boyfriend fired a 357 Magnum revolver into their overturned Chevy Blazer, then killed himself. Also killed during was Robert. Hold on, my thing acting crazy. There you go. Okay, it was Robert Wilbert's rampage in Saginaw. Was the father of the targeted family, 37-year-old Greg Williams. Police Sergeant Thomas McCarty says the daughter, Cassandra Bruner, had a court imposed personal protection order that was supposed to keep Wilbert away. The shooting began after an apparently intentional traffic accident Sunday. Police say Wilbert's vehicle rear-ended Williams' Blazer, causing it to flip over. While Williams, Barney, and the 41-year-old mother, Brenda Williams, were inside, Wilbert walked up to the wreck and fired through a window. The father was hit in the head and died at the scene. Barney was shot in the head and stomach and is listed today in critical condition at Saginaw General Hospital. Brenda Williams is listed in serious condition with a gunshot wound to the chest. Police say after the shootings, Wilbur walked about 3/4 of a mile, unsuccessfully tried to steal 2 cars, and when police arrived, shot himself in the head. McCarty said at one time, Barney and Wilbur lived together and had one child. They broke up after she filed domestic assault charges against him and obtained the protection order. This is what we are here for today, y'all, to talk about. This is what we are here to talk about. Um, Cassandra, I know this is hard. I know this is hard to talk about, but we have to spread the awareness. That's what it's all about, spreading the awareness. So please take us to this day. Take us to this day that this occurred. Let's start with why you was in the car with your parents.
Basically, I was at my grandparents' house on 21st Street. I'm gonna start by saying it happened 7/27/1997. He kept calling. He wasn't allowed over there. He kept driving past. I was sitting outside with my daughters that were 1 and 2 in the playpen at the front yard. And, he did that before we drive back and forth. We're like, what is he doing? Um, I'm going to go back to, I looked up and he was right there. Um, he had a black Regal and it's loud, but when it pulled up, it wasn't loud in front of the house. So when I looked up, he ran towards me. I say like a bull, a bat out of hell. His eyes was black. He was chasing me and I ran towards the door. And when I ran, he grabbed me. He caved in the front door and he just drugged me in the car and just started beating me. It was a guy driving the car that had a gold chain on named Derek, had leather gloves on. It was like hot that day, like I believe 107. It was real hot that day.
Girl, do you remember Derek's last name?
Lister
Oh, God, I thought it was
and
somebody
Bentley.
else. I'm sorry. I thought it was
Mm.
somebody else. I was about to say, Derek, he used to put his hands on my cousin. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, he went by Bentley and Lister. And he had my legs wrapped around him and he was just punching me in my face back and forth. And I just saw blood. And he just kept telling him to drive. And I just remember praying. God help me. Tell my mother I love her. 'Cause I just knew I was about to die. Felt like I was about to die. Um, I just kept seeing bright flashes like the whole time. The car stopped like 3 times. I jumped out the car. I ran. They grabbed me, put me back in the car, and punched me some more. He put up to this house where he was living. And I remember he told the guy, Derek, if anybody asks, they haven't heard from him, tell such and such I love her. I didn't. And at that point, he was grabbing me. I'm trying to plead, what are you doing? I love you. And he took me in the house and He beat on the door. His aunt looked at him. He told her to go get a gun. She went to go get a gun, and he went in his room. It was a sheet, and there was 3 people, and there was like 3 shadows. They had a sheet with a light, and you can see 3 guys up in there. And I was balled up, frozen, and I just took a deep breath and ran to the front door. And when I ran to the front door, my parents were pulling up. My mom jumped out the car while I was still driving. They were running towards the house. My father, Mickey, he ran, and I said they got guns. And the door light backed up. He fell. I ran to the car, and I jumped on my father's lap. And he couldn't close the door. He was like saying, get in the back seat. And after I took a breath, I finally jumped in the back seat. Then we passed the guy again, Derek, in the Blackbird Regal, and I was wondering why my parents wasn't stopping getting them, but they were looking at me, said I was bloody, my ears, my face was swollen, and they took me straight to the police department. From there, we went in and we told them what happened, and they said he couldn't go on foot looking for a guy, couldn't go on with a man on foot with a gun. They couldn't go looking for him. And I remember my mother yelling at him, saying his name, and the one officer came back, and he had like a stack, a whole book, and he said, "Oh my God." He had a whole record. And at this point, um, I was lightheaded. I laid on some chairs. Some girls came in there, 3 females, and some of my family pulled up. And I remember going to the bathroom, looked at myself. It was the last time I saw myself. And I kind of smiled at myself like it's finally over with. Like they came to help me and it's over with. But my face was starting to swell. Ears was black and blue blood coming out my ears. And so when I came out, the officer was talking to us and just asked what happened. And basically we left. They didn't assist us. The police department did not give us assistance, didn't call an ambulance or anything. So they let my family know they got me back. So I remember seeing a paper that he was going out of town to Florida on the 29th. So my family looked inside the bus station. He wasn't in there. And then we just separated. We went and got on the expressway to go to 21st Street. My uncle went a different way. So soon as we were turning on the street, it was a big crash, a big boom. And the car started flipping over, and we just started seeing glass and everything. And I remember my father was passing my mother a can of pop, some Coke, like sharing it with her. And I just remember her screaming, "Oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus." She was ducking down. And my father looked up, and I saw him stretching his hand trying to grab something, but he when he looked up, he was right there. He shot him in the head, point blank range, right there. From right there, he was pulling my hair, saying, "B, get out the car right now. I won't kill your mother." She said I was already shot then in my stomach. When he hit us, I flipped and I was up front under the steering column. And my mother was hugging me, so she was squeezing me. We were like under the steering wheel. So she said she felt the bullet washing in my stomach back and forth, but that same bullet went through me and went through her. The windshield, the car was all crushed, so I guess he got through the windshield. But he grabbed me by my hair and he said, "Get out the car, I won't kill your mother." And I just remember a bang and I slumped over. It was dark. And from there, I can basically just say I guess I was in a hospital then. I was on life support. Um, I remember always like running from him in my dreams and stuff. But at this point, they said I was sedated on medication. Um, at first, the machines was breathing for me, but they slowly took them off. And I remember somebody hold my hand and say, "He's gone. He's not here to hurt you anymore." But I didn't really know what happened. I remember all of us getting shot. That's the last thing I saw. I remember a doctor hold my hand and he said, "Sweetheart Cassandra, sorry to tell you, but you're going to be blind for your whole life." I kind of knew. It was kind of like duh. My eyes were bandaged up. Um, at the time, I want to say when that happened, I had an out of body experience because I saw my body on the stretcher when he shot us, and I saw my family standing there, like get her out the car. They were kicking, and it kind of looked like a party was going on. Like I was looking down. I was up looking down at myself with the same clothes I had on, and it was an angel hugging me in the sky with thick eagle wings, and I kind of had my head cupped in the shoulders, and I guess I was telling me like the Lord, it's not your time yet. Before that happened, me and my father was walking towards a bright light, and he looked at me and kind of let my hand go, and that's all I remember until I woke up in the hospital. So,
Wow.
um,
When they told you about your father,
mhm.
that he was gone, what was going through your head at that time? The different emotions.
I think I kind of knew. I think they all just came from, was it from the funeral? I believe. Or was I still in the coma? But I kind of knew it was sad. Um, I think my mom was still there because she was in the wheelchair because she still had the bullet in her. And my aunt Felicia, she was there with me. I know she had brought my kids up there. She was coming up there and had them, in the bed with my had tubes all over the place, and the kids they couldn't recognize me. So yeah, because I was shot in the temple and the stomach, so I had like 37 bones broken, just like in the eye area right here. My cheeks are right there, and I'm in the stomach. It ricocheted and did a lot of organ damage. So I have a one kidney, third of a pancreas, and if the same bullet came out of me, went through my mother, and it went through her chest and hit her liver. So the bullet was still like by her spine. They didn't want to move it, but gradually they finally took it out.
How
And
long
when
was
she took
you
it out, she said it was a police waiting there. And they put it in the bag, and she just felt the grade. We just asked the police department for help, and they didn't help us on that day. And we basically later found out that the police had gave him a car. They went to arrest him and told him to calm down because it was people standing outside the house, and they gave him the car to come back, the car that rammed us, because it was a totally different car that he rammed when he shot us from the car that I was kidnapped in.
mm. So how long was you in the coma?
I was in the hospital a month and a half. I came home the middle of September, right before my mom's birthday, September 16th, which is coming up because she would have been 70 on the 16th. So I came home right before her birthday. And at the time, it was a different world for me. I remember I had to learn how to walk again, and I had to trach, and I had to fill stuff like paper money and start everything over from scratch again. So at the time, we had a lot of family support. They would come over my mom's house, and I was raising my two kids, 1 and 2. My mom was helping. Um, so it was different. Kind of sitting there listening to everybody like this is my life now.
Yeah. Do you know what made him so upset that day?
He knew I didn't want him anymore the week before then. I had left and went to Detroit. I had took my stuff. I left my car, took 2 garbage bags, and took my kids. And a neighbor said he saw me leave at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. He was always watching me, and I had woke up one day. I was staying with my aunt and her 2 friends, Felicia and her 2 friends in Detroit, and I just had a weird vibe the whole time when I was there, like someone was watching me. And I woke up one day and it was a black truck going by with tinted windows, and it stopped and it backed up, and he was getting out the car, and that scared me. And when her friend's family was coming in from Saginaw, and they were looking, and I saw my aunt looking from the top window. He tried to beg me, when you're coming back home, come back. And I'm like, he's like, come on, let's go. And I said, no, I'll be back at home. But we had a neighbor friend of the family that she said he called her and told her that he bought me a house, and gave some money. I found out later money for shoes to tell where we were. Um, I was at the kid's dead house staying over there, and she said someone called her private. I ended up coming back home because my daughter was in a wedding, and then I was going to leave that next week and never got a chance to leave when it happened. He knew I was about to leave, so.
Wow. Charlotte, Jason, y'all got any questions? Anything? Oh, we can't hear you, Charlotte. You on mute.
No, that's a amazing story. That the fact that you're still here with us is a blessing within itself. So I just can only imagine what you went through. Just having to recuperate and rehabilitate yourself. And it's some very, very selfish people in this world. Again, you know, I not to that extent, but I do know domestic violence, and I know that and I think you said it that you went back and several times. So I do know, and I know a lot of people have that thing of why would you go back, and I can't answer the why. I never can tell them why, but I do know that I really really hate that that had to happen to you. I hate that your family had to go through that. I hate that you lost your mother and you lost your mother as well.
Well, my mother just passed away in 2015. My that day, when he hit the car, we were like 2 blocks from our house, so it would have been a lot worse. There was a lot of kids and family members outside, so he kind of intercepted right before that happened. So my brothers, Greg, Demontre, I believe they said someone knocked on the door, one of the cousins, and let him know he was in the shower. What happened? They had to identify their dad's body. So we have a blended family. They had to see that. We did move back here. Wasn't here even but almost 2 years. Um, so it's kind of blessed they got to spend time with their dad. Our family did, but that happened. There was a guy in Detroit. I bought a dog house from him. He said he stopped me, my father, my mom. 7 years prior to that, I was 13 and said, you're going to be in a tragic fatal accident at a traffic signal. He touched me and said, you're going to be okay.
Wow.
And we never heard of a prophecies before. Like, man, what are you talking about?
Wow.
He looked like the guy from Pet Cemetery. He like had a vision and ran to the car, and we didn't want to hear it and took off.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So all of the sevens, that was 7 years previous. We moved back to Saginaw. We got shot 7/27/97. So he
Wow.
was talking to all 3 of us, me, my mom, and my dad.
And say that one more time. You was 13?
Yep. Around the corner, I saw this man. He built the dog house, and he built our dog a dog house. So
Mm. Well, I'm gonna show them a picture of your parents, and I believe this is you in the picture. Auntie
Yes.
Felicia, is this her in the picture?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your mom, your dad. Beautiful family. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then here's another picture. Girl, your dad looked too cool.
No point.
Like he looked like he was cool. What's one of the things that you miss the most about your dad? Like, 'cause let me make sure we make this clear. You was able to talk to your mom about this. Y'all was able to relive what happened, you and your mother. But your dad, he was gone. So you couldn't relive it with him. You couldn't talk to him about it. You couldn't even say, Dad, I'm sorry, even though it's not your fault. You
Mm-hmm.
couldn't say anything. So, what is one of the things that you miss about your dad?
Well, I know he loved me. When he
Yes.
came to the police department that day, he had tears in his eyes. He looked at me like he came to rescue me. No one knew that he was going to die that day. He raised me again with the sevens. My mom met him when I was 7, and he worked at 7-Eleven. So the sevens,
I was just about to say them sevens, baby.
Evans really play a
yep,
part in your life.
yep. She went in the stores and giving me free Slurpees. Like, who is this man giving you these free Slurpees? And she went in like, oh, but they started talking for a couple of years, and they went to Detroit in Mount Clemens to stay for a year, and then they sent for me later. I was with my grandmother, Dorothy, and my family. So they sent for me. So when I came there, I was in fifth grade, six. We moved to Detroit by 8 Mile, and I went to Pulaski. Then like I went to Dominican all girl private school. Then ended up graduating from Osborne on 7 Mile in '93. But I miss we had a good family. The boys, Greg and Mondre, they came up in the summer, Christmas, Easter, on the break vacations, and I would get in my room and we had fun with each other. They would go with their dad to play basketball. Um, he always, before we went to church, he would wash both of the cars, so we always went as a family together to church. We was on the Word of Faith in Detroit with Keith Butler. He always washed the cars. When I started driving, on my own, would pick my friends up to the movies in Detroit. I always would put gas in the car. So we did yard work together as a family. We raked the yard, cut the grass together, and I saw a lot of neighbors that envied that. The women would kind of look at my father, and their husbands wasn't outside doing that. So we did everything together. We grocery shopped together. So he was a good man to my mom. Um, when I had my graduation, he was there, my baby shower. Um, everything wasn't perfect, but he was a dad, tell me, sometimes he would call me buckethead, you know, not listen or whatever, but he was a great man. He worked. He didn't believe in like giving men money if they asked. He'd give them a job application or something. Um, so he just was a wonderful man and mentor to his nephews. Maurice used to come up to his family when we come. His grandmother, Tennessee, Jackie. It's a lot of his family members. Sean, his sister Deborah. He had a lot of family. Pookie, Jackie, Bruce, a lot of nephews and stuff. So, but I would miss him a lot. My girls were 1 and 2, but we did a lot of family videos. For my prom, I remember I went to prom and he recorded, and we went to take pictures at Belle Isle. He was like, "What y'all doing here?" So they took pictures, by the waterfall of us, and he was a cool guy. Said we did stuff together. He was a father, a real man to me. So,
Amen. Now I'm gonna put up a picture of you and your two babies.
okay.
You were a little girl. Here is the picture. I mean, this is the picture with the two ponytails.
Ponytail.
The Mickey Mouse picture.
Yep, the Mickey Mouse picture.
Yeah.
Girl, you look like you probably about 11, 12 years old on this picture.
Yeah, Bree was 3 months and Desiree was 1. I was I 21? Yeah, because I was getting ready to go on 22, so I was 21 on that picture right there.
So this was the year that it happened then.
Yeah.
Wow. You was so little.
Uh-huh.
How big was the guy?
Man, I mean, I was like 97 pounds, soaking wet, under 100 pounds. He was a heavy set guy. I think he reminded me of Brutus, with Popeye the Sailor Man. The Brutus always kidnapped Olive Oil. He reminded me of him, like a Brutus, a dark skin with the gold tee and everything. That's what he reminded me of.
Wow.
Do you remember what the draw was? Like what it was that attracted you to him?
Um, I think that I was introduced to him by a family member, but people just was coming to me telling me no, something's wrong, something not right. And when I started asking him questions, he started putting the hands on me, and I just knew I wanted out. That wasn't love. That's not what I like. Um, my kid's father even said he told him if that was my girl, I'll kill her. So I think he came to see his kids, and like he called on the phone, and they met each other at the corner, and you know, they dad never told him, but he passed away. So I mean, I would tell people that there are warning signs when a man they cheat on you, they're possessive, calling, disrespectful to you, your parents calling. Um, Even before then, I was in the shower and I heard a thunk at the house and looked up. He was looking in the window. Back then, the caller IDs came out and it flipped over like over 60 times. I think at that time, it was like only 60 calls at the time. He would come up to my jobs and everything. I was working at the plant stores and come up there. Yeah.
One of the things I talk about a lot on the show, Cassandra, because I do show news broadcasting clips and give my commentary on it. I do that on Mondays and on Fridays. But one of the things that I talk about is how back in the day, um, boyfriends used to be scared of the fathers.
Mhm.
Was that ever a time with this young man, with this young boy? We're not even gonna say man. This young boy and your father. Like, did you feel like he had any fear of your dad?
No, I actually, they was over at my mom's house before I got there. He was talking to my father with his nephew. So, I believe then he was up to no good. I think later on after it happened, my mom was telling me he came over to see if he'll put something in his name and he knew he wasn't no good. But yeah, they didn't say it to me what attracted me to him was the roses. I thought that God blessed me with a good man for my prom date. Gave me roses, flowers in the 12th grade. I never talked to him. I was a virgin and everything. And I just thought God blessed me again, but it was another side to him. So that wasn't godly at all. He wasn't.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Mm. We're gonna go into a small commercial break. And then gonna come back. If you gotta use the restroom or anything like that, now's the time to do all that. And when we come back, we're gonna go a little bit deeper. Okay? We're gonna go a little bit deeper when we come back. So let's go ahead now. I know y'all saw this commercial break already. Y'all weren't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to see it. We was having technical difficulties. So let's go ahead and get into this commercial break. For those that haven't seen it, Here you go. Hey y'all, it's your girl the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy. Thank
We can
y'all
hear the
so
commercial.
so much
That's weird.
for tuning in tonight on Peachy News Edition. One of my favorite editions because we have the families that come on. So if you are a special guest family on tonight, thank you so much for joining us. And most importantly, thank you for trusting me with your loved one's story. We also got my co-host Jason. What's up, Jason? And we also have our counselor lady, Miss Charlotte. Hey, boo. Thank y'all so much again for joining us each and every Wednesday, where we turn our platform into the family's platform. So make sure y'all tune in 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Roku TV live, also live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. I love you guys, but we gotta get back to the show. Oh yeah, we're going back. All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. We are back. Um, what I want to ask you, Cassandra, is this. You didn't get the opportunity to say anything to your dad when this occurred. What was something like what would you say to him if you could speak to him one more time? What would you say to him?
Um, just I love him very much, and he was a wonderful father to me and his boys and family man. Everybody looked up to him, and I know he came to help me. I knew that he loved me. But I guess I'll see him again one day.
Exactly. Did you get any backlash from family, friends? You know, you got some evil people out there in the world. Did you get any backlash? Like, why did Miss Charlotte said? Why did you stay? Why did you go back? If this wouldn't have happened, if you did, if this, that.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what were some of the things that you said, and if the person out there watching, this for you, this for you. Okay, go ahead.
Um, yeah, I heard all of that. It started off good. It actually happened first when I was in the hospital. You know, a couple of his family members came up and what happened? Why did he do that? And I still didn't really know. Um, Over the years, like I said, we have that's he raised me, my stepfather. Um, I would be out in public and people say, "Did you talk to his family?" And I would say, I even sat in the car with my mom and she said, "Did such and such come out and speak to you?" And I say, "No," they walk away. Um, they didn't speak. Of course, the rumors of it's my fault that their uncle and people, was is gone. I've been at restaurants even with my husband, and I heard people whisper my brother's name. He was a good dad to them, and just making smart comments like I wasn't there. I'm blind but not deaf, and making comments to me. Of course, he was a good dad, and you know, it's a couple of them that spoke to me. That will stay in touch, still the same aunties that give me a hug whenever they see me. But just been years later, I just had a particular one. I called the store. I thought it was by mistake. And how you doing? And anyway, can I help you? You know. It been tributes and memories to him that I think me and my mother wasn't invited to. Uh, my brothers, I have been, in the hospital a couple times. Stopped, pick me up, been to the hospital to see me. They came to my mother's funeral. Their mother passed away, and we came to support them. So, we don't see as much as each other that much, but we still have, a close connection bond.
Yeah.
Um, um, yes, it was a lot, and the most is even not from like the family. It's like the people that work in these local offices. They don't help. I caught transportation. Now I did go to the blind school, and I learned how to do everything from scratch. Had my own room, apartment. I had to learn how to do transportation by myself, come back, catch a train by myself, a cab, and that's a different segment. How I started everything from scratch again. But yes, it was a lot of that. My independence. People didn't know what to say. I would go to doctor's appointments, and I hear some of them sitting right next to me, and they would call their name, and I'm like, wow. They would just say you feel them like the wind. They're getting up next to you and don't even say anything. So, but I still did what I had to do. Like my girls, I had to, and um, no, I ended up having another son after that. My son Cassandra. But basically, right now we have 6 kids. Okay.
Okay.
I have a blended family. Brandon is 38, just had a birthday. Desiree is 30. My oldest daughter, Briandra's 29. Caleb's 24. Cassandra's 23. And we have an 8-year-old.
Okay.
We have another daughter that passed away, Precious. But we have family, and I have 10 grandkids and 1 on the way.
Wow.
But
I definitely blessed
I
you.
did get a home built for me, rent style, and I raised my kids. It was scary at first when I got it. People like, how you gonna stay by yourself? You can't see. Give me that house. And I'm like, nah, God brought me too far from this. He blessed me with it. But it was like a low income house. It wasn't mine. I wish I had my own, built for me. But the neighbors where I stayed was wonderful. I stayed in front of a grocery store. I would walk there by myself with my kids. If I needed a ride, my neighbors would help. We befriended them, and I was like the neighborhood mom. The kids would come over. I would make things for them. My kids, I gave them parties. I think I went a little bit over and beyond. Like the cake lady, my kids would have 3 and 4 birthday parties. I had one at home, church, at school, cupcakes. And then when they were 5, I had like skating rink parties and bowling alley. And I did that because that way I can participate with them. Everybody knew that I couldn't see, and everybody just thought it was amazing. I still participate with my kids. I would be outside jump roping, hula hooping with my kids. I'm still there with my kids.
Amen.
On the 4th of July, going to ice capades and things like that. So I raised my kids, and they all completed school, medical school, nurses, worked, police department, my sons, nursing home. They all had pretty good jobs. And
Absolutely, girl. You did that. Amazing, amazing. Auntie Felicia. Auntie Felicia. I have a question for Auntie Felicia.
Okay.
When when the guy's family members, when y'all may have possibly, it went away. It went away. There we go. They're back, y'all. They're back. Oh, hold on. They're having some technical difficulties. Look, Auntie, I should have waited for Auntie Felicia on the next one. Y'all, this is going to be a 2-part show, okay? This is going to be a 2-part show. The other show that we're going to do, we will actually see how Cassandra actually gets around and maneuver around her home, how she cooks, how she prepares meals and all that, how she just, her regular day goes. I can't give you a date just yet. I can't give you a date just yet because they're actually doing some things with her home at this time, and she wants to wait till everything is completed before she comes back. So I see y'all in a building. I see my girl Tammy. Tammy, girl, you know this was your family, girl. What's up, Tammy? Tammy is in a building. Hey, boo. I love you. We got Cherie Jones in the building. Whitney is in the building just as well. Hey, Carmen. I see you, girl. We love you as always. Who else? I don't want to say this wrong. Jason always says that I pronounce people name the way it is spelled. So I'm gonna do the same. There go Silverina. And you think I'm right, Jason?
No, you added an A. You didn't need to add another A. Silverina.
I said Silverina. Oh, Silver. That was what I'm talking
No,
about.
no Silva. She's gonna I'm not that great at it either. We gonna all learn together.
We gonna all learn together. Tammy said, "You know, I love me some you, and I love me some you too, Tammy." Now, Tammy was on the show, Jason. She came on and did the what was that? What did we do? She said, "I'm right." She said, "I am right."
There you go.
But yeah, Tammy came on and did the raw and uncut.
Yes.
For the month of December. Her and Tiffany, they were my guest hosts. And when I tell y'all we had a great time, we laughed at Tammy and her reception the whole time. Tammy, you know I had to say it. Tammy, don't we'll see. You know I had to say it. But baby, that last show, Tammy was on and popping, baby. She was on and popping. The last show, Jason. The last show.
Last show. Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, so it looks like maybe their phone. Oh, wait a minute, they can still hear me. Hello? They said, yep, we hear you. We're just waiting on y'all to come back up. Yeah, you just will come back in the same way. But they can still hear us, y'all. They can still hear us.
Good.
So I'm gonna turn the volume up. So if y'all want to talk, y'all can talk. They can hear y'all talking too.
Well, one thing I do want to say, and I would love to have the ask this question as well, because I do have like a 2-question type scenario here. But one, before I get into any questions, I want to let everyone know out there, man, this show is about awareness, man. So if you feel or know that you're in a circumstance and you're not able to get out of that circumstance, this is your time to try your best. Call on who you can call on, lean on who you can lean on, but as quick as you can and as smoothly as you can, remove yourself from this situation so you don't end up being, these type of things happen to you. I know it's not easy. I know it's extremely easy for me to say this in comparison to actually putting actions forward to make yourself as safe and safe as possible. So this is about awareness. So listening to her story and her family being here to support her and knowing that she is a survivor of domestic violence is such a beautiful thing. Even with some of the things that has happened to her, God has blessed her to still be here and share her story.
Exactly. Jason, one of the things that bothers me when we do these shows here on Peachy Tea Tyme, we do get families that come on and they say that the other family of the suspect, of the person that did it, they tend to get mad at them. They tend to get very angry with them, knowing that the family member is the one that did this. We see it on news broadcasting clips and everything. Like, why is it like this? Like, it's crazy to me.
Well, I mean, because I would think I don't know. I've never been in this position. I don't know anyone that's done this. My circle is no. I hold accountability for my homies, all that kind of stuff. So, my only guess would be is because you're so close to the fire, right? Like you're so close to it that you don't see the deranged or crazy or whatever other word you want to use to describe that of that person. So you're just so close, so it's kind of hard to say, oh, that is who they are, until you really realize, like, oh, damn, that is who they are. That'd be my only real guess.
That they just never saw that side of that person before. And I can't see that, but I can see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that side of that person. Probably never ever saw that person even get angry, you know. But don't get it twisted. Some of y'all know that y'all kids is crazy. Some of y'all know y'all cousins is crazy. Some of y'all done sat back there and be like, you know what? I knew that nigga was gonna do something one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have faith this. But to sit there and go after the victim, that's just wrong. It's wrong, it's selfish. And I think y'all need to revisit that. I really, really do. It definitely needs to be revisited because it's unfair to the family. Here we have Cassandra that the doctor has told her that she's going to be blind for the rest of her life behind this ninja. So don't nobody need to be upset with her about anything. No family members, nothing. Like she still has to carry on with this for the rest of her life. Literally. You know, some people, Jason, it done happened so many years ago. The scars has healed up. They get remarried. They still deal with it, but not like Cassandra has to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, this is truly a constant reminder for her. But thank God she was able to get married, have more kids. Y'all, Cassandra, they're having a really hard time getting back up here.
Yeah, it won't let us somehow. So I think maybe we're gonna do audio the rest. It won't let us get back on.
Okay, yeah, they can hear you guys. I'm not sure why it's not letting you guys get back on. Let me see. I'm gonna send the link again. Okay. Let me see if that'll work. I don't think that's gonna do any difference. I don't. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, y'all. We're gonna end this show, but we're gonna end the show with asking Cassandra a question. Again, this is not gonna be the end, y'all. She's going to come back. She's gonna come back. There's still more questions that we have to ask her just as well. Plus, she's gonna let us see, you know, how she maneuvers around and how she does things in her daily day. Okay. Cassandra. Jason, can you hear her?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure he can hear you. The last question that we're gonna ask for tonight, okay? Being that we're having the technical difficulties, the last question that we're gonna ask is this: how is your daughters handling? How is all your children? How are they handling this now?
They're at work right now. I keep watching. They wanted to come on and speak, so maybe next time. But from what they told me, they love me. How they were raised. I mean, I think they think that I'm amazing, and taught them how to cook, clean, and do things. And they're a big help. So we would go places. They have had challenges in school for people. And people are cool, say, your mom is blind. Even being grown, they would say, oh, you're going to be blind like your mom. Like, that's what they're cool. These people want to use these words like flex, hurt people. They say things that, we're a blessed family, constructive criticism. I laugh at, most of the stuff, but doesn't mean it don't hurt in the inside.
Exactly.
As I got older, I noticed, I love family and community, but like the neighborhood I'm in now, I noticed that the people, that other neighborhood, they would speak, hey, how you doing? Kids come over. I would do things for them. The neighbors in this new neighborhood, it's like they don't speak. They speak to my husband and my little daughter, and I'm standing there like, are they going to say hi to me? And it's just the common sense. I mean, people have poor social skills, I'm blind, not deaf. I don't understand how they can say hi to some of my family members, and I'm like, hello, hi, how you doing? They don't say anything. They're like, well, they just wave. But you just spoke to the people who can see. It's not that complicated, it's just being cordial, even people, if I was a blind, maybe not neighborly, but I speak, I say hello, how you doing?
Exactly.
Get out and about, but some people, they look at you like you're disabled, handicapped, when they're the ones, it's a lot of mental conditions going on. They're looking at you instead of they're not, doing things the proper way. It doesn't take much brain scientists to figure out, that feelings. I can speak, I can do things if you get to know me. Some of them don't try to. I have heard some people say, oh, them kids help her get around. Them kids help her whole life. I'm like, what? I'm the one that's telling my kids where to go, know where to go. We're going this way, go left, right. I have had went to the school that a leader dog. I went to school for massage therapy after this. Got my license for that. I was doing my clinicals with the Detroit Lions. And for Richmond Center, I have a lot of skills for the also business full-time under. And even right now, like my focus, I have with special needs, and it's not a lot of help and cooperation from people. We have to seek and get things from our kids, any of us, for help. When I just turned 8, was assaulted on the bus at 5 by a young boy for 30 minutes, and that traumatized her.
Wow.
We didn't get help, from the school system. The boy beat her 3 times, punched her, and they recorded it on the video.
Wow. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this show with one more thing. I remember when me and you spoke over the phone before the show, not today, but previous. You mentioned to me that it was kids, small kids, little kids. May I add? Okay, there you go. There she go, y'all. She back. She back. She can hear us. The camera went out though.
Oh.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Now you mentioned that there were kids, little kids, that would come up to you and say cool things. Hold on. Say that again.
I think it was more with the grown folks. Most of the little kids, they more speak and have common sense. With the older people, say, "Hey, how you doing?" I had a little neighbor. I said, "Hi, can you see me?" I said, I said, "Who told you I was blind?" I said, "Can I come and play with your daughter?" And then I with neighbors, I was just like, "Well, they got sense. How you doing?" Most of the grown people, the ones that kind of don't, not really little kids. It's been some. What I mean by social workers, I was on the Murray Forward show, and the lady said, "Oh, you're known now." And some people would get out. I went to doctor's appointments, and I would get rides, and some of the people say, "Oh, I thought you were fat and you're ugly." It's the things that they say that you're, have an element or any type of impairment that they just label you. When they see you, they're shocked. "Oh, you have fun. You got your hair done, the nails, and you're enjoying life with your kids." And they don't. And so, I just say I'm blessed. I hear a lot of things, but I'm blessed. And I have a sense of humor with my own disability with my kids, and joke around. So God,
She ain't lying. She ain't lying, y'all. Cause Cassandra had me cracking up laughing.
Yeah, so like I said, people they say this, but I'm there. If I go in one ear and out the other, sometimes it might hurt you a little bit than others. But a lot of people don't know that deep down inside I've heard those things. I smile, I get a like where I stay at now, they don't have transportation. Like where I stayed at before, the lifts and like a home mom, so I just wish some of those things was better for me. So
I completely understand. We're gonna have to see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? To see it.
Mhm.
'Cause Jason, he's from Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Detroit. I'm from Saginaw. Um, and these folks that's from Saginaw, if y'all not here, you know, the adults and crazy with Cassandra, y'all gonna have to deal with me. Y'all gotta deal with Miss Peach. I just want y'all to know that. Don't let Cassandra tell me who it is. I'm putting you on blast on Peachy Tea Tyme. Y'all know a lot of folks from Saginaw like my show. So I need y'all to make some corrections and start being nice out here in these streets. Cause you never know. It could be you one day. It could be you one day. It don't have to be a domestic violence situation. The way this world going now, it's so many innocent bystanders that's getting hurt. So I'm telling y'all, you better watch it. God don't like ugly. I'm gonna say that. Jason, is there anything you want to say before we leave?
No, I'm gonna wait till the next one, and then I'll have my questions then, because yeah, this has been very intriguing, and again, we're raising awareness for anyone else that may be in a circumstance like this. If you are, please call any support line that you know of, or call 911
Yes,
to get yourself out of this predicament as soon as you can.
as soon as you can. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Um, again, thank y'all so much for watching tonight. Cassandra, I know you can hear me. Just stay holding on because I'm gonna talk to you after I end the broadcast. But y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I want to apologize for all the technical difficulties that we had, but we were still able to do the show. Trust and believe that devil is very upset right about now. Very upset because we were still able to do what we could do. Loria Perez. She says, I really pray that these young ladies hear Cassandra's story and get out and get help. Peace, love, light, and continuous healing. Loria is the one that actually had I wanted to share the GoFundMe for. So let me see. Loria, where is it, Loria? Let me see, y'all. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Is that the GoFundMe? Yep, this is the GoFundMe. So let me share this right quick. Jason, can you bring Sandra back up? It looks like she's down there. And give me 1 second, y'all, while I pull this up because I definitely want you guys to see this. I told you guys at the beginning of the show that there was a young lady that just literally just dealt with um, domestic violence, and she's no longer here with us. Um, Cassandra was truly blessed that she's able to be here to tell her story. This young lady, she didn't make it. There you go, Cassandra. And let me go ahead and bring this up. All right. Here she is right here. Jaden Johnson. And this has been organized by Jody Hyen. This young lady was pregnant and she was murdered by her child's father. The child did make it. The child did make it. And they are just looking for any donation that you can give. Okay? Any donation that we all can give to help this family out. I always tell y'all we have to help our own communities. You know, people ain't doing like they used to do back in the day. So we have to do it ourselves. So if you want to read up on this story, you can see her name right at the top, Jaden Johnson. I hope that's her name, Loria. But it's organized by Jody Hayen. So if you type that in, no, her name is Jasmine. I'm sorry. She said her name is Jasmine. That's just Jaden's post. I'm sorry. Jaden posted. But this young lady name is Jasmine. So if you guys want to go and look it up, please look up the story. This literally just happened. So let's see what we can do to help this family out just as well. Okay? All right. Well, we have came to the end of the show. Let me go ahead and bring us all back up here. Cassandra, is there anything that you would like to say before we end this broadcast to all the young ladies out there that may be in a domestic situation right now as we speak? And she went away. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She coming back though.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
I want to say just God gives you warning signs. We see things, red flags of controlling. They start off with the honeymooning stage. You don't want to show you off to people, and they start getting controlling. And just pay attention to those signs and start being abusive. You don't entertain that. It's not okay. It's not okay verbally. Mental abuse is even worse than physical. So just love yourself. Some people can bring down your self-esteem really bad, but just, have a couple of, good friends, someone you can talk to, pray, and just get out. I won't come back. Sometimes you give people second chances, and I would suggest, you don't. You just get out when they put their hands, because they can kill you, they can hurt you. Um, just I'm just praying for you. Just pray. Look, go to that hiding spot. Someone who can hide you and hide you somewhere. And sometimes they got shelters in different places, but sometimes you have to make that step and have that one friend that don't nobody know about to get out the situation. Like, enough is enough, and you're beautiful. We're all beautiful, and get purpose. Someone's child, someone's mother, sister.
All right, y'all. She fell down. There she go. One thing that Cassandra said that stuck out to me was find somebody that they don't know that you know. Don't go to your sister's house that he knows. Go somewhere where he don't know who that person is. Thank you for mentioning that, Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. We gonna get on up out of here. I'll see you on Friday. I'll see you guys on Friday where we do our love and relationships, baby. I see y'all. I love y'all. And we out of here. Bye. Bye.
Peachy Time, Peachy Time. Peachy Time, Peachy Time, Peachy Time.